Hello my fellow Rome 2 players, Zaript here, and today I want to take a fast look at unit stats because they changed quite a bit from Shogun 2, and my source for today would be exclusive content thread by Jack Lasted on TW Center, which explains how these stats work. I will link it in the description so that you can read it too and check if I'm right or not. Now, let's take a look at unit info. Let's pick a unit. Let's say these gladiators. And let's go with unit stats. Melee attack and melee defense didn't change much. Melee attack determines how good your unit at actually landing a hit. Melee defense determines how good your unit at avoiding being hit. So this is as in Shogun 2, these two unit stats determine chance to hit for each soldier. But unlike in Shogun 2, landed hit will not kill men instantly. I'm not talking about heroes and your avatar who can survive quite a number of hits, but here every single man on a field have health. So, when hit is landed, using melee attack and melee defense stat, weapon damage mitigated by armor subtracts from your health. That's how it works. So, system become a bit more difficult. For example, there could be units that are not very good at dodging, but have decent armor and high health, for example, like these guys. Quite a decent armor, quite a decent health. Praetorians, man, how I hate Praetorians. I'm fighting against them, Praetorian god. So, now what's else there? It's important to notice how weapon damage works. As you can see, there is base damage and armor piercing damage. Armor piercing damage would be applied no matter what. Like, if enemy have armor 100, it doesn't really matter. Now, base damage would be mitigated. It would be mitigated to a point when sometimes no damage done from base damage category. And that's important. So charge bonus, as I understand, works similarly, which means we have no idea how it works. It's kind of random, but it is in a game where some heavy cavalry charges could decimate medium units. Now, there is... morale did get scaled as all stats, but principles are the same. It's just units are out a bit later, it seems. Especially high morale units, which have good killing stats, they do hold for quite a bit, even completely surrounded. The reason I don't know what this square mean, honestly. Initially I thought that this icon means unit like heaviness, so sort of a mass, because in a game you will notice the difference between light, medium and heavy units. You will clearly notice it. For example, they may even have same armor, but medium units getting charged by cavalry, they will fly around. Light units easily pierce through. Heavy units, they will hold. They will stay together and cavalry will not pierce through. Which is quite important because this game depends a lot on your ability to break enemy formation. Otherwise, units will stay forever. So if you want to route something like Cohort or something like Hoplites, you really need to break their ranks. Then you have much higher chances. What else? Shields, obviously. Shields do change dynamic a lot. They're not directly reflected in stats, but shields work differently. For example, Roman shields and Greek shields, let's take a look at Athens. Hoplite shields, they increase your armor on front and on left, where shields were bad. So charging from front, from left, or shooting from missiles is less effective. You want to be behind or on right of enemy unit. Now, if we go for barbaric factions, let's say Iceni, their shields work differently. They in fact increase your melee defense. So they much worse against missiles, but much better against in melee, because they get hit less, and it's actually more important to not get hit on you than to mitigate it. Well, it depends, of course, but still it is important. So different shields work differently, and that difference I couldn't find if it's not directly shown anyway. It doesn't explain it, unfortunately. Yeah, so I don't know. Speed isn't explained as well, but for cavalry you will notice. This is why I thought this is medium, circle is light, rhomb is medium, and square is heavy, but it doesn't seem to be a case. So if anyone knows what this means and how to distinguish heavy units from light ones, please let me know. Another thing to notice is important point about skirmishes. So we do have in general 3 types of skirmishes. All foot skirmishes shoot farther than their missile counterparts, except for if we go for peltas, they shoot as far away as foot peltas, javeliners. But both shoot quite lower, as you can see, 1.110 against 125. That's important, and obviously there is Slingers 150. I don't know why Slingers shoot farther away than both. Maybe both so crappy. I don't know. Now, when you pick missiles, what you should look first, what you should check first is missile damage. Look at it. For both we have quite nice missile damage, but armor piercing part is only 5. If we go for peltas, we have again quite nice missile damage, and it's split on 2. So look how much better armor piercing damage here. But range is quite so. And last one, but not the least, Slingers. This one's too cheap. Let's go for Essence and take a look at the more expensive Slingers, 12 damage. So it's again 50-50, as you can see, 6 base damage, 6 armor piercing. Which means Slingers do little damage, but they do it consistently. Peltas do a lot of damage, but on a short range, and they have only 10 ammunition compared to 25. And actually all missile cavalry, bow cavalry I mean, let's take a look, they have less ammunition. I guess to deal with kiting somehow, but honestly, from my experience, from my testing so far, missile ammunition is a bit too low. And it comes to a role of missile infantry. As Jack Lasset in his thread explains that missiles are now more about delivering morale damage, which I couldn't check yet, I don't see the difference, rather than killing. And they all about softening units up. Remember what I told about health? So these units may not kill much, but they decrease enemy health so that your melee infantry does better. So there is, for example, a scenario which I didn't use that, but for example, bring medium armor army, like cheaper units, against heavy army. Kite them for a bit, soften them up, so that your cheap units can kill enemy heavy units, like these expensive Praetorians. Unfortunately, I couldn't manage to do that. I was testing it for quite a bit already, but still, either I am so bad, obviously, like only 3 days passed from release, I'm still just learning, not all intricacies of a game are open yet, and balance will change quite a bit as CA have more testing data from players. But it seems like missiles, like you can kill half of enemy army, but then his most strong units just form a box and you just don't know how to kill them. But honestly, they do work. They do work wonders. Like it's just not enough. It feels like his impact is too small currently, but I'm sure I will find a way, because currently I have not much idea of how melee infantry work. Now, for melee infantry, obviously, I can't tell you which of these stats are more important, but I would say melee attack, melee defense, still one of the most important ones. And then you may want to take a look at what you actually want from a weapon. For example, these axemen, they have insane armor-piercing damage, 20. So this is actually first unit which I'm thinking about getting to gold, to see how this fucker will do against Praetorians. Because I need something against armor. And let's compare it to vanilla one actually. Stats are almost twice better. So you get twice better unit, which costs twice amount of money. But I wonder if this unit with its armor piercing will actually do any good. This is something to test. Now about upgrades. Again, as you can see, important thing to notice, weapon damage are not getting upgraded. Only melee attack, melee defense, and base morale. Let's see what gets upgraded for archers. I think there is another important stat, shots per minute. For archers, it gets upgraded, as you can see. So for archers, shots per minute, melee attack, melee defense, base morale. Everything else stays absolutely the same. So, and there is, interestingly enough, no accuracy. I wonder how it works. I think the whole unit, from what I noticed so far, shoots at area where enemy did stay. And or they just hit accuracy, they did hit speed. Last, I guess, but not the least, to notice about unit stats is upgrades for Slingers and Pelters. Take a look at first upgrade. No, it's not working. For some, like, it's very important if you go through all units. I remember there is a unit. Like, look at shots per minute. It increased for after some upgrades, but there is units which do get this shots per minute increase on first upgrade, on first bronze upgrade. And unfortunately, I don't remember which now, but always check it. So that probably would be the only upgrade that is worth it. For all heavy armor infantry, like these Praetorian Guards, so far it feels like it's better to take them vanilla. And yeah, I guess that's it for now. When I know more about unit stats, about how to use units, I will definitely let you know, guys. So for now, thank you guys for watching, and see you later.